Michael Jordan had 4 straight 40-point games against the Suns in the NBA Finals.
I'm not Michael Jordan.
Is that in jeopardy?
I'm not Michael Jordan. 40 points in a straight 2.
4 in a row.
Yeah, I've never. No, I'm not Michael Jordan. But all I care about right now it's getting one more. That's all. Just take care of business, doing our job.
Okay, so check this out. This helps put into perspective the amazing postseason Giannis is having. 11, 30, and 10 games, just 2 behind Shaq's playoff record. All right, Twan, what do you make of Giannis's performance?
Well, Jenna, guys, this is actually, we talk about certain guys, and we got to get this guy his credit. Let's talk about first, we didn't know if he was going to play, and we all thought if he played game 3, that'll be great. We always give LeBron his flowers on how he take care of his body and able to get back from injuries. But Giannis has showed great pain tolerance, and to be able to bounce back, we got to give him a lot of credit for that. But to put together an NBA performance, an NBA Finals performance that he's putting together right now is simply amazing. I thought last night he played with poise. He let the game come to him. He was not aggressive as far as trying to just overly shoot the basketball. He was efficient. Got to the free throw line, wanted to get to the free throw line, did not take any bad jump shots, and he usually takes 5 or 6 bad jump shots in the game trying to find his offense. He did not do that. He continued to attack the basket, and maybe that's because he started to see the ball go in the basket from the free throw line. But I thought it was a very dominant performance. He knew they needed it. He came back, and I said this on Friday. He's going to continue to get better as the series goes along. You got to remember that he is the best player in this series. He's going to continue to get better as the series goes along. So you have to understand that. But it's also true about the Bucks. I thought the energy and effort that they gave, I thought Chris Middleton, with his defensive performance to me, was better. He wasn't worried about scoring and just standing on the side and watch Giannis play. He continued to play the game and not worry about that. So just a great total effort. I know we're talking about Giannis right now, but he's playing at an unbelievable level. He's separating himself. And we always talk about guys that are in that elite superstar status. But the way this finals goes, I played with a guy named D. Wade who had one of the best finals ever. And I talk about this often a lot. And I'm seeing the same similarities, how he's putting a team on his back. Young 26-year-old, 2-time MVP that's putting his team on his back and is trying to will his team to a championship. Obviously, he's far away from that. But after 3 games, he's been nothing short but amazing. So we have to give him his flowers on that, and hopefully it continues because this could be a great series.
What type of flowers you want to give him, Twan? What you want me to send him? You want me to send him roses? Let me know what flowers you want me to send Giannis. Okay, we get it.
What you gonna do, Brandon, for this series? I would say Game 5. You'll be giving them out. Right now, you still got a little room to wait before you send the flowers.
Right. I mean, listen, another easy 40. I'll send them, I don't know, maybe some sunflowers, I don't know. Look, another easy 40, another easy 10. I mean, to me, that's easy for Giannis, and he's been doing it all playoffs. Not obviously 40, but I think he's averaging, what, Nick, 29 points or 30 points a game, something that's insane. Right. The bigger story for me is 13 for 17 from the free throw line. Is that what we're talking about? Did I read that correctly? Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. 13 for 17 from the free throw line. Are you kidding me? That's what we're doing, Giannis? Look, all right. I love what I saw last night from Giannis. Giannis is unstoppable. The problem is, on the other side, they were so flat. So, yeah, Giannis can do this every night, night in, night out. But at the end of the day, if those boys on the other side is doing what they're supposed to be doing, Nick, then they're not sitting here with a game with 1 win. They're not sitting here, still in this series. I don't know what happened with Booker. I don't know what happened with Ayton. Those boys need to find a way to get it done. So, look, Giannis, phenomenal. Great job. Bravo to you. You guys played them twice in the regular season. You played them, for the 3rd time this series, and you finally got a win. But at the end of the day, the Suns are a better team, and this will be a gentleman's sweep. That's what it will be, Nick.
Well, okay. Well, not if Giannis keeps doing this. Now, if Giannis keeps doing this, it absolutely will not be a gentleman's sweep. And if Giannis can keep doing this, yeah, I know. And that's why the Bucks are in a great position. But I want to focus on Giannis, not the series as a whole. Because Antoine said a lot of very good things about Giannis, but he didn't say this. This is how you become not just potentially an NBA champion, but this is how you become the best player in basketball. Don't care about the holes in his game. Talked about that on Friday. Nobody did that to Shaq. When Shaq, everyone's like, okay, Shaq's the best player in the league. You know how I know? Nobody can stop it. And Shaq, in those 3 straight championships with the Lakers, his NBA Finals numbers were bananas. The first one, he was 38-12 on 60%. The next one, I think it was 34-15-5. And then he was like 33-13-4. All of them around 60% or better. Well, that is what Giannis is doing in these finals, despite the fact that game 1, he was clearly not 100%. This was his second straight 40-point double-double. A little context on that. Can we give the full list of people, not in one finals, but in a career that have multiple 40-point double-doubles in the finals? Because it's a handful of super old guys. LeBron's done it 6 times. Shaq did it 5 times. Jerry, Elgin, Havlicek, Pettit. That's careers. Careers. Giannis has done it in 2 of his first 3 finals games. If you guys want to dive further into the numbers, Basketball Reference, they've done this for the last 35 years. The database goes back 35 years. They have a thing called game score, okay? A game score of greater than 35 is absolutely unbelievable. Only LeBron has finals games, more than 2 finals games with a game score above 35. Giannis has done it in the last 2 finals games. We are watching a similar performance to what D-Wade did in 06 when it's like, oh my God, it's one of the best finals we've ever seen. And Wilds, this is what is to me so concerning for Phoenix. There's no counter to this. There's none. It is like when you were playing Shaq. It's just, I hope our guys play great and his teammates play poorly. Because you can play zone, he will crush you. You can put Ayton on him, he'll get him in foul trouble. You can put Jay Crowder on him, he'll get by him. There is no counter to it. And it is, to me, not a coincidence that Giannis has 3 40-point double-doubles in these playoffs. They have come in the 3 biggest spots. Game 7 against Brooklyn, and then the last 2 finals games, which are really the first 2 finals games where he was close to healthy. And so it is an all-time performance that we are seeing thus far in these finals, and I don't see any reason to believe he won't keep it up, Wilds.
Well, yeah, the only person that can beat Giannis is sort of like his own ego, where he says, like, you know what, I'm a 2-time MVP. I should be able to hit this open jumper. And then he starts taking them. If he keeps on turning those down and keeps on not even looking for them, just go to the hole. If we can put up the graphic on how many points in the paint the Bucks have been scoring, he's just gotten better and better and better, closer and closer. So, Brandon, I think this is sort of a sign of dominance. And I also think, like, remember when we have Mangini on and he talks about certain players being force multipliers, right? So it's not only what shows up on the stat sheet, it's kind of the trickle-down effect. The trickle-down effect of Giannis's dominance here is also Ayton comes out of the game. So once you get Ayton in foul trouble, and then he can't sort of exert his will or play with force like Monty Williams is talking about, he's got to play tentative, and his offensive game goes away. It's a force multiplier where you start to see Giannis affect the game in other ways. Cam Johnson was getting hot, and Giannis was like, you know what, give me the ball. Give me the ball. I want to score on Cam Johnson. He's feeling himself a little too much after dunking on poor P.J. Tucker, who's trying to take a charge. Not that impressive of a dunk. So I think not only is Giannis impressive on the stat sheet, everything that there's a trickle-down effect makes the Bucks even more dominant.
But wow, there's so much more to it than that. There's also the leadership. Remember last game, you saw him on the sideline pounding the chairs, and he's screaming in a good way at Middleton and Drew Holiday. Bud is sitting in the corner watching him, and he's saying, come on, guys, I need you. That he dominated that game as well. And then this whole approach all year, not getting too high, not getting too low. This dude is not only getting it done on the court, but he's also a phenomenal leader, and that's why you see him in this position. And Twan, you brought it up, but we're not talking about it enough. That injury, this dude missed 2 games, the last 2 games in the Hawks series. That's a big deal. For this dude to hyperextend his knee the way he did and to come back so fast, and he said it, I thought my season was done. I thought I was out for a year, not a season, because that could have just been a couple more weeks. He said a year. And now he's actually playing better than he was before the knee injury. We need to talk about that. This dude, I know he's called the freak, but